Folks, there's this topic that I've wanted to do, and I've been delaying for 2 3 weeks. And over the weekend, I, was went to a fishing trip in Goulburn near Shepparton. And on our way back, it was Saturday. I'm like, how come there's school excursion going on Saturdays? There was Ballarat, is it Ballarat or Bendigo Grammar, and Haileybury is one of them. Now, if you want to look at the fees, how much it is, look, you know, pre-prep 21K, year 1 to 2 26, goes up and up, right? Then you have 38K, year 9 to year 12. Not here to complain or anything. And I watched a Fresh and Fit video about the financial. And so this is the video that I watched. And they're testing out, like what's Great Depression or X, Y, and Z. Why amongst the women and with the financial IQ. One of the topic was raised is which one do you prefer? You should marry a man that has old generation wealth, or will you marry to a man that has new money? Now, old generation wealth that's been passed on generations, old money, that's what they claim. Then you got new generation who just started and went off and making, just started or making big money. Most of the girls will claim that the old generation money is better because it's stability, it's passed on generation of generations, and it's the old trades or X, Y, and Z. Now, even though I explained this and what is this whole conclusion, and I put my input of this. I don't believe in old generation money in today's world. And the reason why is because I put you guys an example from my where I came from. If I continue to stay with my father, right, I'll be really old generation money, which is buying houses, fix it up, flip it out, sell. Buying a house, flip it up, sell. Or buy a house, hold it, or live there, or whatever. The problem with the houses in Sydney is it's skyrocketed. And even if you do sell it, I believe the houses that he wanted to get into brand new houses, right? Then you have to pay a capital gain tax and everything like that. Now, when you have like that, nowadays it's dying because of the interest rate, whatever. Lots of the billionaires or millionaires are going through that route of buying real estate. Nothing wrong with it. But when the government changes laws or introducing interest rate or capital gain tax or land tax or whatever tax on top, it kills you. All right. So the old generation, yes, for the real estate, it doesn't work well, unless if it's a lot more different. Then you have what's it called? You got that, and then you got business. The old generation business is still look like I said. I don't know what most of the old generation people are in the work field, but I believe in they're more most likely industrial or technology. Now, many of them are old generation, are thick headed. They won't change their mind to the current world or whatever. We are moving to AI revolution, whatever. Now, like I said, I don't know what they study in those private school that I just mentioned to you, 37K per year, if I'm going to take my daughter there. What I do know is the fact that they're going to be spoiled brat amongst their peers to chase to do some whatever favors or elite favors, whatever, to make them suit very nice, right? I'm not going to get into details, but when they get to in the real world, at the end of the day, they're networking with the old generation money or whatever. But then again, the old generation money of the families out there, how many of them are buying into crypto or perhaps AI or quantum or something futuristic stuff? Because this is where it's going to happen. And as I spoke about it, and the girls in Fresh and Fit does talk about stability or X, Y, and Z. And what happens if the man, like the kid who grew up in the old generation is spoiled brats because they never built that upon that skills on them. It's their family or their grandparents are the one that he's built that wealth. In Chinese, there's a quote saying that there's you can't pass down three generation of wealth. There's no way. For example, only a note on top of my head, you got Kerry Parker, who's the owner of Crown Casino in Australia. Then he passed it when he passed. Well, before he passed or passed away, gave it to James Parker. James Parker was having what one tail, lots of great ideas, and now it's abolished. Now it's gone down under. So that's the second generation, right? Close to married to Mariah Carey, having all these wealth and everything is being destroyed. Can you imagine the grandson or granddaughter getting getting a hold of it? Because it's just too spoiled with the old generation money. And it's the same thing with, I look at one of my clients' family, right, who used to own the partnership in a big law firm in Melbourne. Yes, they have old money, they have great assets, houses, whatever, but are they so, now they got the next generation. The kids that looked at what they had is not that great comparison to what their level. And it becomes a dysfunctional when you have like that. And obviously, when it comes to like these girls fresh and fit that they go through, it's the fact that easy money, just go OF or Insta or whatever, show their pictures, whatever. Guys will send them out, fly them out, send them pictures, whatever. All right, I'm not here to say good or bad. And they don't need to work. And I work with these Instagram models, not the biggest one, but just to do advertisement. And I don't think they know how to, I was shocked when the family members say to me, they can't read a long script, right? And it was bloody, they were right about it. Because they're so used to doing the easy work, photo, this and that pose, showing their tits and whatever, and they don't have the the side of it. They don't train or use it all the time, so this becomes a problem. When it becomes a problem, that's where it becomes like it's not getting to that direction, right? So it's very dysfunctional. Like then again, you got the new money OF and Instagram model. It's sort of like a new money, like a new age of pornography, right? Pornography, you have to set a scene and do this, and go on the website for free. Where OF, he has to, if you're gonna unlock that picture or that video, you have to pay X amount of money. You have to do subscription to have the content, whatever. Of the whole thing, I don't think the new generation, there's ups and downs. The old generation is a dying beast unless they're willing to adapt to the new technology or whatever the vision. And be mindful, old generation rich is they bought houses very dead cheap and they took advantage of buying it, which is great. But now with all this land tax and maintenance and whatever, all these taxes and bills on top, it is very difficult to hold on one house properly. So that's why I said with this new generation, old generation, going back to the private school, going back to my parents who wanted me to go through the old generation. Look, my dad went through the old generation mindset. Look at him. He's pretty much screwed. He can't sell any of the houses. He has a $7-8 million debt. That's more than $7,000-8,000 per week. So for me to even to explain to you guys, it's absurd for me to know.